Today we look at the importance of AI-focused leadership and present a case for a new role within the C-suite, the Chief AI Officer. In this discussion, we'll take a look at why simply adopting artificial intelligence will soon be no longer sufficient for competitive advantage. In short, because everybody's doing it. Instead, organizations can leverage their AI efforts with strategic leadership. We'll examine the challenges that arise from fragmented AI initiatives and make the case that the CAIO is increasingly essential for navigating AI-powered systems and unlocking greater business value. So with that, let's begin our analysis. As we start with our first point, we run into a little paradox, the AI leadership gap. While many companies are using AI in some capacity, many initiatives fail to deliver a meaningful ROI. There are three primary challenges. First is the technical silos, where AI projects remain isolated within IT departments and often don't have cross-functional collaboration, which is key to ensuring that the systems are optimized for the work that the rest of the company is doing. And that stakeholders, in this case the employees, are part of the process. Second, misaligned objectives, where these projects are not clearly tied to core business goals and sometimes risk turning into AI initiatives for the sake of AI. And finally, some considerations for ethical and regulatory uncertainty, which is important because AI can land a company into trouble if there's no proper governance mechanism in place. So the mere presence of AI technology is certainly not a silver bullet, and as AI becomes more complex, increases the need for dedicated executive leadership to bridge the gaps of capabilities within the organization. So this brings us to a solution, the Chief AI Officer. By one account, there are probably 70% year-over-year growth in CAI roles to be expected, and projections indicating that over 40% of Fortune 500 companies will appoint a CAIO by 2026. So what exactly is a CAIO? In short, they are the orchestrator of the AI orchestra. Diving a bit deeper, the CAIO role has three main pillars of responsibility. First, strategic alignment and vision. The CAIO can really be seen as a visionary role responsible for creating a unified AI roadmap across the organization and for identifying high impact use cases and ultimately developing the new business models that create a competitive advantage. Second, there is the role of governance and ethical stewardship. The CAIO establishes a governance framework, data quality standards, and compliance procedures to ensure the AI use cases are deployed safely and responsibly. And finally, when it comes to cultural transformation, the CAIO leads the charge in educating the organization, enabling collaboration between technical and business teams, and embedding a data-driven, AI-first mindset into the company's DNA. The statistics are compelling. According to one study, startups with dedicated AI leadership are 7 times more likely to achieve high annual recurring revenues based on their AI systems. We also see concrete examples across various industries. In consumer goods, a CPG case study revolutionized its demand forecasting using real-time AI. In healthcare, institutions like GE Healthcare and the Mayo Clinic are using CAIOs to navigate complex regulations and advanced diagnostics. Even in government, agencies are appointing CAIOs to manage risk and ensure ethical deployment. Companies are beginning to see the bottom line benefits of this strategic role. But the conductor of the orchestra needs an orchestra. A robust CAIO role will require a team to support. So reporting to or working alongside the CAIO, we have the head of responsible AI who operationalizes fairness and transparency. Then we have the AI product owner who acts as a crucial liaison between business units and technical teams, ensuring applications meet the user needs and user requirements. And we have the AI portfolio director who manages the budget, the roadmap, the ROI for all AI projects, and with the aim of these positions being to ensure the AI strategy is not only well defined, but also well executed and managed for long-term value creation. So how does an organization begin this journey? This implementation roadmap provides a clear 5-step process. It's a practical guide from initial assessment to full-scale transformation. Step 1 is to assess AI maturity by mapping out current usage and identifying gaps. Step 2 involves defining the executive mandate for the CAIO role and securing the necessary budget and authority. Step 3 is to prioritize the AI strategy, which includes building a unified plan with unique use cases. Step 4 is establishing a governance framework, including an AI steering committee and key performance indicators. Step 5 is to implement a continuous learning loop to build knowledge and AI proficiency across the organization. So we conclude today by turning the lens inward. As a critical self-reflection for any executive team or board, there are 5 essential questions that must be answered with or without a CAIO to answer. First off, who holds the ultimate accountability for AI failures? And who manages the situation when an employee misses an AI hallucination? Second, how will the company measure its ROI? And will there be metrics beyond simple cost savings to include new strategic capabilities? Third, what is your AI-driven competitive moat? So in other words, how can AI be used not only to effectively compete, but also get ahead and establish a sustainable competitive advantage? Fourth, are the internal policies robust enough to address AI risks and challenges and to keep track of the emerging regulatory environment? Finally, how is a company to build AI fluency among the entire leadership team? And this is absolutely critical that the entire organization understands and appreciates, especially those at the top who are going to be leading the implementation, that what is the value that AI brings to the table, and is there sufficient fluency or literacy about AI among the team to be able to answer those questions intelligently. So answering the questions, of course, will reveal the organization's true level of preparation for the AI-powered future and bring the team one step further to building greater value from AI technology. So to be sure, in a world where everyone is using AI to cut costs, cultivate customers, and create competitive companies, AI will increasingly become less of a differentiator and more a necessity. So what then? What will be the next stage in the journey? So we look forward to finding out. Until then, have a great day ahead.